going, guys? We're back here at Pro League. We did just have Super taking out Rogue in that last matchup, so that brings it to a 2-0 for the Afreeca Freaks.
Okay, I'm here now. I'm here.
Welcome back, Teaseless.
My God, those breaks are short. I had to finish chewing my sandwich. I gotta get my calories in there, my caster calories, guys. You know how many calories I burned just casting one ZBP?
We're all sweating over here under the lights, so you got to add that in. Lots of calories lost.
That's right. And you just wait. Whenever you're doing something like a match like this, a TVT, let me tell you something, man. You better done some carb loading before that, brother.
Well, there was a picture that Kenzie took of me eating a Twix, so I suppose that does count
Brendan
as
got
carb
busted.
loading.
Brendan's a little piggy nerd.
That was after I had
Oink, oink goes the caster
pork
piggy.
curry. It's crazy, man. I don't know how I do it.
All right. Damn, Cure. Pro League much? 36 and 44.
Yeah, he's played a lot of games, but not a winning record, funnily enough. He was a lot stronger and more solid towards the beginning of like 2014, 2015 even, and has since definitely fallen off a bit. And aLive has done the exact opposite.
That's right. This map, it's weird, it's crazy. Not entirely sure the right way to play TVT on this, but I think these two players are going to show us how. By the way, aLive 2 wins against Cure's 6. But so far, that pie chart does not seem to matter today.
No, it hasn't been working out for us. No matter what kind of studying you do up on these guys. Trap having a 10-0 over Curious, still losing.
It's opposite, Dave Valdez.
Yeah.
I might as well just put shoes on my hands.
Well, let's look at the predictions here. GTR and Kanata going for Cure. The rest of us,
they would, wouldn't they?
GTR this time. Deciding to break off from the foreign team.
I think GTR is now beating everybody in predictions, by the way. So
what, really?
I think so, yeah.
We'll have to take another look at that maybe
you're
tomorrow.
Going down now, GTR. All right, guys, we're going into game number 3. Let's see what happens. Quiet. Be quiet. Shh. Brendan, shh. Quiet. Wait for it.
All right, there it was.
Am I doing it this time?
Yeah.
aLive. Goes so fast. And? Cure.
Nice.
I did it, guys. I finally got the intros down. Okay. So, first thing we need to talk about is the map. This map is really different. There is no map that is really like this map in StarCraft 2. It's a one-on-one map, but you're both, hugging the left side. One player at the top, the other at the bottom. There is an island in the middle between these bases. Excuse me, man. I ate that sandwich too fast on the break. And also important to note is this kind of strange little pathway that gives you quick access to their base, making rushes very strong, but at the same time, it is such a funnel, it is such a bottleneck that if you mess up and send your army out there, you can get completely stopped. There's also rocks in the middle, and we can talk more about the rest of the map if it ever factors in here, because a lot of this is just the left side of the map, the focus there, with the players slowly and steadily expanding to the right. I have not casted a game where the island has been taken, but I look forward to that day.
I don't know if it's very hard to do that, obviously. If your opponent has any kind of air task force or even just a drop ship, you can send stuff over there and really cause a bunch of havoc. It'll be really hard to defend. It's hard to get over there.
Yep.
So generally you want to take these bases that are farther away from your opponents. Maybe someday we'll see some genius come up with a build where you take that first or something, or take it third, and it really factors into their play, but for a long time, I believe it won't be used. We'll see, though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, I guess in TVT, you know, one thing about TVT is they're not really TVTs that are played where medevacs are not made. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I guess if you took control of that island, you could defend it while harassing them pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
It's hard for them to actually go around and do anything. I'm not sure, though. I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, we do have a small mix-up in the builds. CC a bit faster for aLive, whereas it looks like Kira is going for some Banshees possibly. Could also go for a tank drop. Just trying to get those tanks out with the tech lab on the factory and get a medevac out of the starport.
Yeah, and let's see, you know, where the initiation begins. We can talk a lot about TVT, but most of this is going to come down to how the engagement actually unfolds. Obviously, a drop is always a double-edged sword. You know, you can do a lot of damage. You can really seize control of the game. You're kind of scouting by default when you're dropping a lot of the times. You're just kind of gaining intel while you're harassing them. However, if you screw the drop up and you lose the, let's say, the medevac with everything in it, or at least, you know, the majority of it without dealing damage, you're basically just gift-wrapping units and giving them away. The push here, coming from Cure, looks like he's going to be the first to initiate.
He's got 5 Marines as well as a tank that has been sieged up and ready to go. We'll see where he decides to drop this one. As we were saying before, flying tanks, a big part of this. Oh, Viking coming out here for aLive. Going to use that to try to zone out the medevac. Got to be careful not to take too much damage from the Marines,
He needs to get the medevac! He needs to get the medevac! Sick!
Wow.
That is huge. That, as long as aLive controls this correctly, the push really can't continue. He needs to repair that Viking, by the way. There's a second medevac out, right? Am I crazy?
Hold on. There is going to be eventually.
I'm sorry.
It's about to pop out.
No Viking yet. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I was saying uh-oh for the Hellion. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what you guys were thinking.
He got a scout. You know, he didn't have his supply depots raised. So the Hellion just walked in there and saw exactly what was going on. I mean, I'm sure he could have deduced what he had based on the push either way.
He's like, my God, he has one of each building in a command center making. He twists his monocle a little bit.
He's just like sending in the Hellion just to make 100% sure that there's a CC coming, I suppose. And either way, he's going to be very happy with this position. That was a pretty brilliant hold with the Viking.
Ooh, aLive's so good.
Yeah. And he takes the watchtower tasteless.
He's even got a Viking ready saying, come at me, bro. The command center's going to do the Afreeca Freaks. I mean, they're looking pretty good today. aLive's so good. And he even said, I don't even care. I'm just going to let that Marine die because he's so good.
Just to prove to my opponent how ahead I am at this point.
Yeah. That's the Legacy of the Void version of landing mules on their army. Well, econ advantage, unit advantage, composition advantage right now going to aLive. Oh, and it only gets worse. Cyclone coming up, though.
Yeah, Cyclone going to help out a bit, but it's still losing that last Viking. I think the Cyclone should have targeted a different Viking.
This push could actually just end the game. This can very well end the game. He's going to have the spotter advantage with the Vikings. He has a mobility advantage with the medevacs. I mean, he's in really, really good shape.
Yeah, I think he just has maybe one less tank. Oh, no, he had 3 tanks. It's funny that he's backing off here, actually. I think he notices maybe no command center, and he's like, oh, I'm really far ahead. I didn't even...
Yeah,
I thought I was far ahead, but I'm really far ahead, actually.
I guess there's really no need to, like, run over there and try to... try to actually end this. I mean, he's already reaping the benefits.
It's interesting, though, because we were talking about this map a little bit, and if you can get a position at the bottom of that ramp, it's really, really nice, especially with the vision advantage you were talking about with the Vikings, but deciding to play it safe, I suppose, wanted to regroup. He's sending out his units once again.
Sometimes when you're ahead like this with the Vikings, especially when they have to defend the front, occasionally you can try to run inside with the Vikings and get something as it pops out of the star port.
Yeah. It's pretty obnoxious, but it's a very nice little trick.
Okay. Well, hold up. I mean, he's made a little bit too many medevacs here, and that means the Viking advantage easily going. In fact, he's going to have to land stranded on the island.
The one stranded Viking.
That's right, man.
So sad.
He's gonna have to befriend a coconut, like draw a face on it, and just try to, that's the only way he can keep his sanity.
And look at this now. He does not have that vision advantage anymore, and he actually has one less tank.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. They're doing the dance.
Oh, nice scan there. That's really nice.
Good instinct there. Now it is still one tank against two, and he does take it out. A nice auto turret being dropped down there. Micro the tank away so it doesn't take any more splash damage. Oh, man, he's going to try to drop. Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's really interesting. He actually missieves this one tank, does save it.
Oh, aLive is fail fishing. Oh, my God. And now he doesn't have anything to protect the oh, aLive.
Well, he's really counting on this drop that's actually really late. But there's already units back at home.
Well, also, it's like, guys, it's really clear right now for Cure as he sees. He's like, huh, there are no Marines here. That's weird. So he should suspect a drop.
Oh, loses another tank. Well, here's the drop.
Oh, my God. And because the drop was a little bit later, he thought, oh, maybe not. He saw the Marines come down there later on. He needs to do a lot of damage here. Now the SCVs are stuck. Oh, and it's going to be a bloodbath. Already 11 SCVs killed, and tanks and Marines coming up right now. 14. And he's actually going to turn around and try to engage. Picks up boosts.
Oh, trying to get away from that cyclone.
Oh,
look at this, the tanks!
Unloading here. He takes out the remaining tanks. It's a back and forth slugfest here.
Oh, man, that's wow. He got right back into that game with this move. That one move, that Cure, he was kind of expecting it, but as you said, the timing was just kind of off.
Dude, by the way, did you see that sick play by aLive? He just sent the empty medevac that way.
Yeah, he split the medevac.
He's like, here, take
really
this
cool.
one. And he's going to then drop in the main, it looks like, while trying to push in the front. Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Cure, I think it's clear he just cannot keep up with aLive at this point. aLive's multitasking is just way better. And he's outplaying Cure right now. He's pushing at the front at the same time.
No! Oh, my eyes! Getting stuck right there behind the tank. Such a seesaw match. Oh man, that was painful.
Yeah, that was definitely a big mistake. That's something that happens on this map, And a lot of those Marines actually went the wrong way because they couldn't go through. And now aLive's like, oh, well, I guess I got to back off. And now it's Cure's turn to push across.
Okay, well, I think this might be unwise. Let's see if he can actually get over here in time. Dropping the tanks right there.
He's going to save it. aLive dropping him down.
So nicely done. He does pick up that one tank. There's nothing here to protect these medevacs, actually. Where are the Marines?
They're over there, and they actually could get into position. Oh, one tank. aLive has to be so careful. Doesn't want to lose any unit right now, but is going to lose a bunch of Marines. He has nothing to deal with this small Viking force. Oh, he gets the Raven. Really nicely done.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. Raven takes a while to make, so it's like, it's expensive, so it's kind of annoying if you lose at that moment. Oh! Yeah, definitely a good call to turn around there. Vikings, no, I thought they might try to intercept that, but no, they're on patrol here still. I love TDT and Legacy.
Yeah, it's like
they're so crazy.
Especially on this map, that drop distance is so short. And you need to have your Vikings with their army to spot, to push away the medevacs, to push away the other Vikings. But if you don't have them to stop the drops, then you have to keep stuff back at home. It's a really dynamic matchup.
Oh, you sneaky snake aLive. But it's not going to work. Problem, though, right now for Cure is that it's 2 base against soon-to-be 3. Cure is powering up. We see armor getting close to being finished here. Whoa, overextension there.
Yeah, trying to poke at those Vikings. Getting that one other orbital is going to be so key. aLive has so much gas
look
right
at this.
now.
Yeah, he's just going to try to take it out from the side. Oh, that was so good. I love it.
Yeah,
He
aLive
also
is all over the place right now.
Yeah, aLive is, I think he's really in his prime, man. For StarCraft 2, I mean, this is like way better than he was in Wings. Look at this. He has a drop over here to try to intercept the command center if it's on the way. It was on the way, but oh so late, so he drops over here to try to get some SCVs. Cure once again in a good spot to at least try to defend this. Maybe you can try to get rid of this tank? Nah.
Gonna lose everything. But at the same time, trying to do a drop over here, not really gonna do much.
Whoa!
Oh, he loses a full medevac.
Huge misclick there. I don't know what happened, but he suddenly turned around. This actually gives a supply lead right now to Cure. Yeah, but I'm not sure if the supply lead is something that can really benefit him, because he definitely can't get across the map to actually hurt his opponent.
Thing. That's the thing about this map. It's like, even though you have the advantage, you can't really attack through there if your opponent is set up. You have to find a different way. And that's why you see both players building a center tower, by the way.
Now, I got to say, I think aLive actually just gave him that opportunity to take advantage of this by opening up those rocks there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how this benefits aLive. Kira's like, oh, you opened it up for me. Well, let me go pressure your third.
Oh, man, oh, man. Scan's coming down here. He sees Marines. Stimina coming back. Tank's dropping.
Tank's dropping and getting a nice bit of shells there, but look at this, aLive not in the greatest position. Kira, a lot more tanks in the back, and Kira's going for the big drop.
Meanwhile, a counterattack over here. He's going to stim and try to go for the third base. More Marines coming up here to drive back the medevacs.
Oh, these Marines are getting crucial amounts of damage over there at that third base. Almost all the SUVs have gone down. They're funneling over here.
That is huge. And he's going to stim and try to engage us. Remember, there's no medevac here. In fact, I think that medevac might be out of energy anyways. A scan now. Whoops.
Trying to go in here and possibly get some friendly fire on those tanks, and he does. Wow, a ton of those
Marine bombs there.
Just not enough Marines over there for Kira. And after all, this is pretty nice for aLive at this point. Kira's got the bigger army, but aLive definitely has control right now.
Yeah, and he's got just way more SCVs. Okay, we see a drop coming in over here. He's got to be careful, though. This can actually get just get killed off. And he's going to go for the medevacs. One does go down. Not holding a tank, though.
These two Marines have gotten 5 SCVs. Kira's just having a lot of trouble dealing with the multitasking of aLive at this point.
aLive is in beast mode.
One thing to note is that both these players are at 1-1 right now, but Kira is about to hit 2-2, whereas aLive is really far behind on only +2 attack. So Kira definitely going to hit a nice little stride here. It doesn't quite have the economy that aLive has, but somehow is ahead in these upgrades.
Okay, he's going to try to push forward now. Scans are coming down. And, all right, he's trying to deduce right now. The super powerful army here for Kira is just managing to break through. And infantry armor is about to get done here. Can he actually manage to save this, though? I mean, that's the real problem. So many SCVs right now being massacred over here. I don't see any tanks right now at all for aLive. And, in fact, aLive is going to lose that third command center.
Oh, boy, it goes down, and he's only got 1 tank left. And even after it all, he's just going to try to go for another bit of a desperate counterattack with the drop, but he's got nothing back at home. And Kira can just walk up the ramp into the natural.
Well, he's pulling his SCVs, but there are no medevacs here, which just gives the Marines, well, mention upgrades here as well. I mean, it just puts aLive in a bad spot, but aLive is not giving up yet. Only 6 workers here for aLive, but he is still booking it.
Yeah, somehow, some way he wants to make this work. He's going to lift his buildings and try to fly away and disrupt the economy here of Kira. Now shelling this third base, he's effectively shut down the mining of the 2 bases, but I mean, back at home, he's not mining at all.
Time to go to the island.
Here's where it comes into play.
Here's where the island comes in, yep. All right, so he's going to get the command center. All right, hold up.
That was Kira's last command center, by the way. He actually flew his main command center to the third base.
Oh, wait, is this aLive's last command center?
I believe so, yeah. And now it's burning down.
Okay, so wait, can you force a draw here? They can't mine.
They can't mine.
I would think that maybe aLive could just like go to the island and then just like sit there and like.
But then Kira can produce some Vikings.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, he can still try to. I mean, look, Kira should win this. I'm just trying to figure out, is there like anything that can be done? Oh, no, there's aLive's last command center.
Yeah, he was trying to repair it with his last 6 SCVs, but he has lost all of them. So now he's going to have to try to drop it somewhere and repair with fuels.
Okay. aLive is, he gets A+ for effort here. Oh, is he going to land this and drop a mule?
I don't think he's going to get there in time.
Come on.
It's going to be really close.
That would be cool if it happened, though. Hold on, what's it at? What's it at? Oh, no, it's going to burn down.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go.
CC goes down, Viking being made, hoping that he can maybe hit the buildings that are floating. aLive is really just trying to finesse a win at this point in time. He knows that Cure's RV is bigger, but, you know, if Cure misclicks, maybe the drop will fly over some of aLive's Marines.
But this is really interesting, actually. aLive has one Viking.
And, you know, that Viking can keep damaging the medevacs.
Yeah, and Cure does not have a Viking yet. Cure is finally now making a Viking.
And I think aLive's actually, I think he knows. I think aLive's going to try to come in here and go for an assassination.
If he could get the Viking, that would be big. But Cure's coming back. I think he knows he has to defend this Viking. He's got to come in here and try to snipe this starport. He could do it.
All right, he's going for it, and it goes down. Pick it up. Okay, that's what he's going to do. Now the next part of the game, he's got to get the Viking over here and start trying to just damage ever so carefully these medevacs, because he can't heal the medevacs.
So, okay, Cure's got some more SCVs, but he can't build a starport and a Viking. He doesn't have enough. He can't
hold up. All right, here we go. Stimmy coming out. There's more Marines on the ground automatically here. Problem is, Curus is just stronger.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I almost forgot that he has.
That's it. I mean, it's a stalemate. He can't kill these buildings.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's a stalemate.
That's what I'm trying to say. He has no Viking. He's going to try to build a Cyclone. I wonder if that'll actually work.
It's like for the rest of time, it's a Cyclone being
he has to bring it over there, like.
Okay, so what do we do if we get a draw?
I think we just replay the game. We've had a draw one time in recent times, Reality versus Sulky. Went to like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and we had to redo it, and it went to another 50-minute game. So we probably just redo it, as long as the ref does deem this
I'm
a
actually
stalemate.
Gonna turn around here. I want to see what's going on in the booth. You know, both the refs are sitting there going, like, well.
Yeah, they're kind of shuffling around.
I actually just saw Kier scratching his head as we're.
Well, I wonder if aLive thinks that he can win the game. Like, if Cure doesn't defend, could he, like, eventually drop and outmaneuver Cure and kill every single building? Because he does have a Viking, you know?
That is true. Can the Cyclone actually do this? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. He's going to have to try to get over there and drive and shoot down these buildings eventually.
Cyclone coming down. It's time to take out the garbage. All right.
Look at this Cyclone. So, it's about if it'll be in range to actually hit these buildings. It's not. So that should be it.
All right, well, now we know how this map is shaped.
Now he's going to try from this angle. No.
Nope.
There you go. Cyclone can't hit. And I think that should be it. I mean...
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first. I was like, well, maybe. You know how it gets a little bit wonky in some of these angles where it's like off the corner?
Like, aLive could literally sit here, stack his buildings forever, and this game would just never end.
Look at that. It's like his buildings are all merging together like some kind of super transformer.
Yeah. That looks really cool,
like when all the Power
actually.
Rangers come together to turn into that guy with a sword. Yeah. We will make the Flying Marine.
Kira's still attempting to do this, funnily enough. The ref now is going in and talking to him. Kira did take off his headset for just a second there.
Disqualified. DQ'd.
Ref's like, ha, I got you.
6 strat aLive. You just sit there and just... All right. Well, okay.
Well, there's the pause. And, well,
that was a sweet game. I love it. Guys, I almost never get to cast a draw.
Well,
where were
it's
you?
a very rare thing.
Where were you when Valdez and Tasteless casted the draw in the TVT? And what a TVT that was, by the way. I mean, it was like back and forth, back and forth.
And keep in mind that if this does get ruled a stalemate and a draw, which it most likely will, we're going to be playing another game on this map with the same players.
Yay!
So Yeah, it'll be another great game coming. You don't want to miss this, guys. If it does get ruled a stalemate, we're not 100% sure yet.
You guys can't go to bed yet. It's not time yet.
Hey, you're not allowed.
Can't go to work yet. Can't go to class yet. This is important. Get your priorities straight. And that is it. I believe we are going to have we'll make sure that it is, in fact, clarified or declared a draw. I believe it is.
Yeah, the game's been ended.
Because I don't know. Yeah, they left the game. I'm assuming I can't see that not being a draw in any way. So, yeah. Well, we're going to go into the rematch for that in a second here. Hope you enjoyed that game.
That was really cool. I can't believe aLive actually forced that. If he didn't go in and snipe the starport, that might have been over. I mean, it would have been interesting because the Viking would have fought aLive's Viking, so maybe it would have just blown each other up. But if he could have gotten a Viking and the Cyclone, maybe he could have forced something where he could fight with the Viking and the Cyclone against the Viking, and then eventually that one Viking from Kir would kill all the buildings.
Well, by the way, it was actually a pretty good move there from Kir to actually force him to get cornered.
Yeah, well,
like
that's big too.
Had he not trapped that army there, where it's like you're going to take damage no matter what if you leave here, and you basically can't afford to take any more damage on the medevacs, the game would have gone on for a little bit longer.
Where aLive's like trying to snipe building by building, and somehow, but I'm sure Kir would have just eventually lifted off if it got close enough. I've been invited to another Ulrena game. And no doubt this is just going to be a rematch of these two.
Yeah, I mean, those are really, like a game like that. We are going to go to a short break. When we come back, the rematch here at Pro League here 2016. Stay tuned.